So Joe, what a contest, right?
God, how good was that second half? That from that break forward, and I thought, we had a fantastic first block, and it just got better and better and better. I'm still catching my breath after some of those performances.
I know, and we were talking about it in the break, how a lot of the cores before the break were the new guys, and we were already looking forward to some of that experience coming out. And they didn't disappoint. Like,
not at all. They just got better and better, and the old hands and the ones that know how it all works and what's needed and what's required from a prelims performance, they just came out and laid it down. It was great.
So we had 7 great cores, but I do think that sort of a top 3 established themselves for tonight.
I would say so. I would say so.
So let's just run down on that top 3. The first one out was U-Ball. Of that top 3 had a bit of an electronic problem in the beginning. It took a long time for them to get started. It resembled last year finals. Remember that? It made me think back that, and they never really recovered of that in finals last year. How did you feel they recovered?
I thought they did today. Honestly, I thought the maturity of the group shone through. I thought as that show started, and you could feel the nervous tension and the twitches and everyone not wanting to look around because the core facing the back. But as soon as they started, as soon as it was going, I would have said within 10 to 15 seconds, you just got a feeling that it was game on time. The faces were back on, and by the time that the group had hit that big triangle shape, which was like a motif of the show, I just thought everyone was on it. It was like, right, no, we're okay, everyone. We're going for this, and we're going to lay one down. It's really good.
And you talk about the maturity of the performer. It's a mental preparedness that maybe all the time that they invested in the States brought them more mental preparedness than maybe last year. But to me, that's a really interesting aspect of this game that we play here. How well do we recover and how well do we deal with outside influences that the members do not expect?
And I think oftentimes we underestimate how good and what a high level of performance that we expect from the people in these cores. We expect it from elite sportsmen, and these guys are elite sportsmen in their own field. They train that repetition, that understanding, that trust in each other, that teamwork is what brings it through. That if you're in adversity at one moment in time, then 5 seconds later you can be switched on and trust everybody around you. Do your job, and trust everyone will do their job, and you're back in it, and you're back on the game, and that's how it was. That's how they done it.
I totally agree with you, and I was really impressed with that mental preparedness.
Yes.
How that then translated into their performance skills, I really thought they put it down. You and I both saw them in DCI when at the end of their tour. I thought they took a real step up from that, especially the ending part that still had some construction issues. I got rid of those.
I thought so as well. Honestly, after DCI, I was. Can it go to another level? Have they got the time for another level? Was that the pinnacle, and we're just going to simmer the pot until DCN and DCE finals? No, I think this group have matured again and taken another step. They've taken a breath, they've recovered, and they've pushed on again.
Yeah, totally agree. And then the powerhouse came on.
Wow.
Those 39, the first 90 seconds, I thought, okay, let's get the title and give it to them, because that was pretty amazing. But then their show has, that is a real up. Their show has some ups and downs. They have some tempos that are really hard to manage, especially in the second half. So I think, especially the upstairs captions, they'll score pretty well. I think that downstairs captions might be hurting them a little bit.
I think that might well be the case. I was very, very impressed with Kids Grow Scouts when they come on. I love the way that the group picks the tempo from the back sideline with the battery, and then it moves forward to the front. And you say, when you get to that first hit, and then it goes again, and you think, wow, this is. But I totally agree with you as well. I've got personal experience as a director of tackling Medea as a piece of music. It is a toughie. It really is a toughie to keep those.
And then just quickly, because we need to go back to the field. The last out of that top 3, Company. What did you think?
Wow. I mean, what can you say about it? Is that they are the experts at characterization and portraying characters and pushing them through, and so much going on. It must be an absolute headache for a GE judge to try and keep abreast of what's happening and where it's happening. Absolutely fabulous performance.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for your help with the analysis. We're going to go quickly to the field because the first junior core is standing right there ready to rock. Let's go.